Hello, my name is Martyr, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. And thank you for watching. This episode. It's going to be a little bit different, guys. It's going to be kind of weird. I'm actually starting off in the middle of a battle for a very particular reason. This is Cactuar, or I should say Gigantar, one of the giant bosses in the game. It's actually an add-on boss, and we're here to kill him and collect an Esper. And we're actually going to be doing two bosses this time. I'm actually kind of recording this after I fought this, because if you ask you, this boss was so random in the way that he fights. But you'll notice that my tactics in general for this fight was to keep Celeste up as much as possible while she used Ultima and pounded away at the boss. And the problem with this boss is, and you'll notice as I continue fighting this boss, is that eventually when he dies, he's going to cast this thing called 10,000 Needles, which does 10,000 points of damage spread out across your party. And he'll just keep casting 1,000 needles 10 times over the party, no matter how many people are up, or if somebody gets rezzed, he'll cast it again on that same person possibly. It's just a really annoying attack. Aside from that, he also has this knockdown attack, as you just saw him use a little bit earlier on Celeste, that basically just kills you. It does a shitload of damage and knocks you on your ass. So you'll notice that I just try to keep my party up as much as possible, keeping them healed as much as possible. I also equipped Edgar with dragon boots, and the reason for that is that I was hoping that I might be able to cast Jump as soon as he casts 10,000 Needles, and then just simply avoid it with that one character, and then everybody would survive, he would die, and then, well, let's just say it doesn't work out as well as I'd hoped. But it does work out, though. That's the best part. At this point, as you can see, this guy's just a bitch and a half to fight. He was around the outside edges of Miranda. I forgot to mention that. I kind of got lost last video. He's actually south of Miranda, and you have to fight 10 Cactuar in a row and kill them. Well, not in a row. I'm sorry, not in a row. You have to just fight 10 Cactuar and then kill them, and then eventually this boss becomes available to fight. And then he'll be just a randomly occurrence appear, and then you can fight him. But I would not suggest fighting him with A, without Ultima, and B, without a shitload of hit points, because this guy was just ridiculous. In reality, the fight took me about, I'd say about 5 times before I actually got him down. He kept just wiping my party out with that 10,000 needles, because it was kind of random and luck based. If I'd have enough hit points, if I'd have enough, if I was jumping at the right time, etc., etc. And with the knockdown ability that really just kills my guy with just about one shot, it was just a pain in the ass. I'm sure there could have been a couple of other things I could have done a little bit better in this fight. I could have, for instance, used Golem, used Dual Cast, and healed my entire, protected my party from physical attack. There's a couple other tactics I could have chosen for this particular fight. But it worked out. It's not exactly the greatest strategy I used here. And as you can see, he's just pounding us with those just 1,000 needles, which is ridiculous. And it makes it such a hard person to fight. See, he, again, re-raised, and then he got hit by 1,000 needles and dropped dead. So you can just see this fight was just a pain in the ass. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Jumping, kind of pointless. Nothing that was going to really help us all that much. But the best part is that with this boss dead and down, we will hopefully move on from this fight. And I think actually this is at the point, yeah, he's using 10,000 needles at this point. And the only thing that saves my ass here, I think, was the fact that Sabin re-raised. Ah, that's okay. We could have taken about 2 more shots, it looks like. But there you go, he's down. We actually managed to get him down. Like I said, the jumping tactic didn't work out. It was kind of just a luck of the draw type of thing, but we actually managed to beat him. We got, of course, 1,111 gil. 1111. And there's the Magicite. Look, Magicite! Ugh! Obtained Cactuar. Super sweet. And like I said, I just can't believe that we actually managed to get that boss down, guys. This episode's going to be a little bit of a stranger episode for sure, because what I'm actually going to do here is after I heal up my party and get them all back up into fighting stance, we're going to be heading towards another Esper, and I think after this next Esper, there's 2 more. It's Cactuar, Leviathan, and then like Gilgamesh, and then there's 1 more. I don't remember what the last one is. I think he's like some sort of like holy fighter. I forget what he is. But after that, There's a couple of things left to do for personal stuff. We have some stuff for Gal. We have some stuff for, I think, Realm. And then, believe it or not, I think that'll actually bring us to the end of the game. Anyways, we'll be coming right back. We'll be back in a couple seconds here. After we get done, we'll be fighting Leviathan. And we're back. The ferry's bound for South Figaro, basically. And this guy's been mentioning he's been having troubles. Derp, I pressed the wrong button there. And we're going to be going ahead and trying to cross the sea here because he's been having issues with sea creatures. And again, the tactics for this fight were kind of similar. Leviathan only took me about 2 tries to defeat him. But basically, I also brought Strago and Mog with me. And there was a very particular reason for that, which you'll see at the end of this fight here. What is that, kind of sort of a sea monster? Oh no, we're going to be pulled under! Ah. And there he is. There's Leviathan. The tactics again were kind of similar, far as from Cactuar or Gigantar, I should say, to Leviathan. Excuse me, burp. Basically, I was just making sure that I was keeping Celeste up and using Ultima as much as possible. Now, I could have taken the time and gotten Lock with Ultima as well and made it much easier for myself, but it seemed easier to just have everyone else focus on keeping her up and then her using Ultima. But I also had to kind of tone it back a little bit because every time I attack this guy, he counters attack with one of his water-based attacks. And it kind of does massive amounts of damage, as you can see right there. That just whipped my ass. And actually, Mog's going to go down right now, and Mog doesn't get back up for the rest of the fight. Poor stupid Moogle. It's okay, though. I didn't mind the fact that he went down. I needed actually Strago to stay up. Because Strago's kind of like my backup healer for this fight. Sure. But this basically takes down 2 ridiculously hard bosses down from the Magicite list, I guess you could say. And then we'll only have the 2 left more to go, which I think the last 2 are hopefully, for the love of God, have to be easier than this. The next one, actually, the next Magicite after this to collect, we have to, I think we have to get somewhere around the neighborhood of 500,000 gil. Yes, you heard me correctly. 500,000 gil, and then we're going to blow it all to get it. It's kind of ridiculous, but all in the name of Magicite, right? Yeah, well, either way, we're going to collect him. Oh, I guess Mog did come back up in this fight, okay. Well, Mog ends the fight on the, facing the floor, unconscious and dead, so. Hopefully we can finish this game up here within a couple, maybe, I would say, 10 playthroughs. We're going to finish up the story, some of the side storyline stuff for Gao and Realm, and finish up basically, and after that it's pretty much all on me just leveling off camera, getting all the spells up, making sure that everyone is maximized and has everything that they want and set in order. And basically we'll just be walking into Kefka's tower and then bitch slapping him basically and ending the game. As you can see, this guy just has ridiculously powerful attacks. It was really hard to keep up my guys and defeat this guy all at the same time. Kind of just like Gigantar. Thank God, though, he didn't, like Gigantar, have this ridiculous last ultimate attack that would wipe out your troops. That seems to be kind of a theme in the World of Ruin, as I noticed, is that every time you defeat a boss, they would use this ultimate attack and then wipe you out. That seems to be kind of the thing for the final parts of these, part of the game here. So he's basically just blasting us with the tsunami twice. And I think this is where he drops dead. Oh, okay, no. One more shot. And then he should be dead when we use Ultima again right here. I have to say that basically Ultima is one of those spells that just is necessary because it seems like the difficulty curve kind of just spikes through the roof when it comes to getting these Magicite bosses. I don't really understand why that is and the way it handles itself that way. But basically, yeah, it seems like you're having to use Ultima to counter these bosses as they are just bombarding you with massive amounts of damage. It could be that I'm underleveled. It's very possible that I could just now have the wrong tactics. God knows that there's been a million Final Fantasy VI Let's Plays and probably people who could do this a million times better. But this is how I accomplished it. So, look, it turned into Magicite. obtain Leviathan. So there you go. We beat him. We got Cactuar. We got Leviathan. I'm going to go ahead and rest up my troops here. Like I said, the next thing we're going to be doing here is we're going to be finishing up gathering up these last 2 Magicite, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, or maybe I'll finish up Gao's side quest and maybe Realm's side quest. I think it's Realm's side quest. I'm pretty sure it's Realm's side quest. Somebody's side quest. It's Gao and somebody else. And then we'll go ahead and collect the last 2 Magicite. I'm not really sure which order we're going to do it in. And then after that, like I said, it'll pretty much be on me to just level up. And then we'll be heading into Kefka's Tower. So we have that to look forward to. As always, if there's a game you want me to play, tweet at me at martyr82j. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Like I said, we're getting really, really close to ending this series, guys. But we did it. We managed it. We got the final... We got these 2 Magicite, which were a bitch and a half to get. There they are. Hold on, right there. Leviathan and Cactuar. And we will see you next time.